Good morning. I will call the May 7th, 2024 Norfolk Planning Commission meeting to order. Inform the public of the Open Meetings Act in the northwest corner. And ask for roll.
Wait,
Yes.
Sock,
Yes.
Bryant, Hupkey,
Yes.
Franklin, Cuby. Yes. Griffith.
Here.
Mason.
Here.
Ronfeld. We have a quorum.
Consideration of the approval of Kylie Soderberg as Planning Commission Secretary Pro Tem effective May 7th, 2024.
Move to approve.
Second.
We have a motion and a second.
All right, please vote. All commissioners voting in the affirmative, motion carries.
That's neat.
Yeah.
Ask for approval of the full agenda.
Move to approve.
Second.
We have a motion and a second.
Please vote. All commissioners present voting in the affirmative, motion carries.
Consideration of the approval of the minutes of the April 2nd, 2024 Planning Commission meeting.
Move to approve.
Second.
We have that motion in a second.
Go ahead and vote. All commissioners present voting in the affirmative, motion carries.
At this time, I'll open up the public hearing at the request of Chad and Brooke Licking to consider a zone change from, excuse me, agricultural district to 1 and 2 family residential district on property address as 3406 Anderson Street. Anyone would like to speak on this?
I don't see anyone here, so I guess I'll take it.
All right.
All right, I brought up on the screen, so Anderson Street is that eastern street that goes down Cedar Lake. So we are out here. The highlighted lot is what we are looking at for a zone change. They have bought that lot, and the width of it does not fit what they would like to build as a single-family house out there because it is ag zoning, and I'm not quite sure why it's ag out there, but it is.
Yeah, I was gonna ask why, isn't it normally when it's platted, rezoned at that time?
Yeah, and that's kind of why I'm showing you the size of the acres too. They're about a third of an acre, so not quite sure how or when that happened, but yeah, it really should have been R1 zoning out there when it was platted, but it's not. And so the setbacks for ag are 50 and 50 front and rear, and 15 and 15 on the sides. And so the 15 and 15 on the sides don't allow them to build what they want to build. And so R1 is an appropriate zoning for the size of the lot, I thought. And then that gives them 7 and 7 on the side, so it cuts it in half essentially. I did get one person that stopped in and asked, because we did change the R1 zoning here recently to allow 1 and 2 family. They did not like the option of having a duplex potentially there. But I don't see them here today. So I don't know if they're okay with it or if they're gonna come to council or what. But that's the reason that I was explained why they wanted this.
Anyone else like to speak? Seeing none, I'll close the public hearing. Open for discussion.
But I did see on their form that they were gonna use it for a single family.
That's the intention that they told me. Now, if they change their mind and do a duplex, I mean, they can still do a duplex.
Can you zoom out real quick on that?
And I can put the base map behind it too.
mean, I think it makes more sense to have it, residential, clearly, but it must have just slipped past when they did the plat back whenever. I mean, that's been there for quite a while.
80s, 90s, 80s, yeah. Yeah, because it's definitely not 40 acres a lot, or even when I came in, ag was 20 acres a lot, so.
Are the rest zoned R1?
Everybody is,
It's all ag.
yeah, it's all ag.
So if they want to build anything, they're gonna have to one by one come in as the owner of the lot.
If the setbacks don't fit, yep.
What's permittable in ag? This is just, I guess, if someone, the neighbor wanted to buy a lot, and what could they build?
Pretty
realistically?
much on a lot this size, you could just build a house, one house, because all of the ag conditional use permits for a lot, it still doesn't go this small. So
Okay.
you still need like a one.
So there's still protection there either way.
Yeah, you
Okay.
can't put a cow in the backyard or anything like
Okay.
that, so.
Fair enough, I'd take a motion.
I'll make a motion to recommend zoning change from agricultural to R1, 1 and 2 family residential on property addressed as 3406 Anderson Street.
I second it.
Motion in a second.
All commissioners present voting in the affirmative, motion carries.
Consideration of the recommendation of the final plat of Wyndham Hills 8th edition. Val?
Did you want to talk about it, Nick, or do you want me to tackle it?
You want to hit the button on the microphone? All the way to the, yep, thank you.
Good morning. My name is Nick Kaufman with McClory Engineering. This is the 8th addition to the Wyndham Hills subdivision that White Cliff is looking at developing. This portion is actually south and west of the existing drainage that's out there, so a little bit further west than what we've been putting out there lately. This is intended to be a multi-family duplex home community. They are looking at, what was our total number? 40, I guess 48 total lots. We're gonna have 2 communal lots. Lot 2, which is on the inside of the loop, and Lot 5, which will be used for green space areas, a sitting space on Lot 2, and possibly a gazebo and different beautifications on Lot 5. It will be not a through street to the north. It'll be a loop street coming back onto Dover. Dover Drive will have a hammerhead at the northwest corner with 3 paired or duplex units coming off the hammerhead. There has been 2 small changes that Nebraska Public Power has came up with yesterday. They would like a 10-foot easement on the lots at the back of Block 1, lots 2A, 2B, 3A, 3B. They'd like a larger easement on the back side of that for their utilities. And then on the northwest corner, There's going to be a 10-foot easement at the west side of lot 15A. So no changes to the lot, they just wanted a couple more larger easements to get their equipment in. That came up yesterday afternoon.
Is there any concern on that hammerhead of emergency personnel vehicles as far as getting turned around? And
I would defer that to Steve or Anna.
What is the width of that hammerhead? Like your L11 and L8, what's that? Width? So 30
Little
feet
over
by
30.
100 feet.
If you'd scroll over to L11.
I think that's sufficient for hammerhead.
35.
35.
My recollection when we met, I think you guys were in for pre-planning on that. We had the fire chief there. He indicated that they would most likely back out of Dover. That would be,
so they just pull in and then back out.
yeah,
Okay.
yeah. That question was asked during pre-planning. It would be a little insufficient for
A turnaround.
a full truck to, you know, the full-size fire trucks to be able to turn in there. I think your intent there was to provide some on-street parking for lots 15B and 15A.
Correct.
I think that was really the intent of the hammerhead.
No, the intent is to get an area for car turnaround, not
For cars?
Yeah.
For cars, turnaround, but not, yeah, not our fire safety.
This lot has, from the west property line down to our street, there's about 15 feet difference in elevation. So this lot has quite a bit of roll to it. If you see where the drainage easement on the backside of block 13 is where the existing channel is located. So a portion of these lots will have the drainage channel incorporated just like it is further downstream in the single family. The intent is to reconstruct that channel in a more confined space, because right now it's about 200 foot wide and really flat. So we're going to kind of confine that into a more established channel. And a FEMA HEC-RAS analysis was ran on that to determine what a theoretical 100-year water surface. There's no FEMA floodplain on it right now, but we did run that analysis to determine what the elevation of these lots, and that's what dictated where that drainage easement went, is where that hypothetical 100-year water surface would land. It wasn't something that the engineering department required. It's just something we did to make sure these residents were protected of where we're putting this channel.
What is the drop from the east side of those lots to the west?
Which lots?
13, 12, 13, 14, 15. You say those, the back of those lots?
Yeah, we're coming down at a 2-to-1 slope. So the back, those are 113 or 14, if I remember right. Yeah.
115 are your standard lots like 12B, 12A.
So that gives us about a 20-foot backyard behind those units. From where the slope comes down to where the unit is.
Thank you. Any other questions? Thanks. I would take a motion.
I would, move the recommendation, final plat of Wyndham Hills, 8th edition.
Second?
We have a motion and a second.
All commissioners present voting in the affirmative, motion carries.
Val, for the March 2024 building permit report.
Okay, so we'll do it this time because we didn't have the second meeting in April where I normally do this. So for March building reports, single-family detached, we had 5 new ones. So as of last year at this time, we had 16. This year we have 36. Duplexes, no new ones. Last year we had 20 equaling 40 units. This year we've had 1 equaling 2. No new multifamily, so last year we had 44 units. This year we don't have any multifamily yet. Single-family attached, we had no new ones. Last year we didn't have any single-family attached, but this year we have 4. And total building valuation is about $258.5 million less than last year because of the industrial last year.
Thank you, Val. Any other open topics or concerns? Take a motion for adjournment.
So moved.